Hello, YouTube family. Here I am showing one of our creations. We're making a few variants. You can see on müllerandson.com, or you can go and look at our eBay store and see them. You can also email me and we'll get an answer, andreasmario@mac.com. And here is one of our 55 Fathom creations. What is unique about this is we call this a custom. Some of the mods we make are driven off Seiko bases. This particular one isn't. Even so, it uses Seiko measurements to be able to easily repair the watch, but it is a lot of custom things. One of the we built this for one of our clients, and one of the biggest things different from an S&C age derived, this one has a screw down crown, which is, if you are going the water diving, it's of course a safety feature. It holds, even if you bump the crown, it's supposed to not accidentally open. It uses a custom insert. This particular one has also a double dome crystal that we installed for the client. It's very beautiful, and the viewing angles on these double domes is very much more flexible than on the Hardlex crystals. It's the double domes. It's a sapphire crystal, and sapphire is, as you probably know, made out of metal actually. The viewing angle is, even for diving, that divers love that because it's safer, but it's so flexible, it doesn't change the viewing angles. On cheaper crystals it does. I should say less expensive crystal, because cheap has a negative connotation, but you know, cheaper just means a little less money. So here you see it has a coin edge bezel that is unidirectional. If I can manage to, you might hear it turn. Not in this direction, but this. Why is that? Because if you dive and you accidentally bump your bezel, you can only shorten the diving time, which of course is also a life-saving feature. Too long of a diving time, you would run out of oxygen underneath the waves. You will not be very happy. Forgive my cruddy hands. You know, I work with my hands, and they're hard to keep really clean. So here you have our custom case that is specially made and it accommodates. It has a beautiful case back with a engraved crustacean on it, and it has this wonderful case that 22 millimeter lug width, and it this accommodates and has, as a matter of fact, a Seiko movement. Now this one we put in here is hacking and winding, which means you can set it to the second, because you can stop. The hacking means you can stop the second hand when you set it, and it is also winding, which is not only the genetic movement wind, but it also has a hand wind feature like your grandfather, so it has both. That is a difference between our custom and some other 55 fathoms from me. It has a similar size on the outside as the SNCH have. It has the same beautiful custom inserts and hands and so on. It's quite a lovely watch, and it's repairable with Seiko parts. If you ever, the movement we put in is a real workhorse, and it lasts for many years. But if you ever need a new one, or you don't really service these movements, you take them out and you replace them. You can service them, but you know, if they need too much service, it's much better to replace them. You buy a really good new one. We have in stock, of course. We also fix the watches we sell, and we can also fix Seiko watches, of course. So you can replace that after so many years, put a new movement in, be like brand new. And it was a couple $100. You can get this watch fixed. So easy. It is made to terrific specifications and precision. You will find this watch as precise as you would find the Seiko, maybe even more so. A watch inside uses thousandths of a millimeter. You know that is a millimeter divided by 1,000. That's on the inside of a watch. On the outside, a hundredths is okay, but on the inside you use a millimeter divided by 1,000. Now go look at a millimeter and divide that by 1,000. Even in your mind, it is mind-blowing. Not a lot of people know. This is, of course, a mechanical watch, and the pinnacle of human technology is reflected in a mechanical wristwatch. You would think it's the Hubble telescope or something like that, but you know, a wristwatch of the mechanical type reflects the pinnacle of human mechanical and capabilities. Anyway, it's a beautiful watch, and please leave a comment. I don't know what else to say. It has we use very first class parts, and we do this on all our mods, the dial and the insert, the bezel insert, the crystals we use, the hands. In this particular case, everything is really our creation, almost everything. The 55 fathoms is, you might see a little bit of the reflection in the crystal. It's so beautiful, these crystals. Anyway, please, again, it has a screw down crown, which is very different. It's water resist about 100 meter, and it has a wonderful engraved case back, as I showed it to you. It's also a solid steel, which I like. This is a domed crystal, a domed insert. You see, it's not just flat on the top. It has a bow. It makes it a bit more three-dimensional looking. It's also loomed. At night it glows. Not super duper loud like a Rolex or Omega glows, but it's noticeable. It has a coin edge bezel. It's self-stripped as the coin, and its edge looks similar, like a coin edge. Therefore the name coin edge bezel. This is called a tropic strap. These tropic straps have a nice size. They're theoretically meant to be worn over neoprene diving suit, but of course a lot of us are just desktop divers and maybe have a 8mm wrist or larger, no problem. You have lots of holes to close the strap, and it fits larger wrists very well. And it's of course water. You can wear it in the water. The strap is not affected by that much. So thank you for watching, and this is the Müller and Son 55 fathoms. Have a good day. Have a good day, and see you in the next video. Please be aware, before these are shipped out, we have a person that cleans these especially to make sure that I'm not gonna send out a dusty little thing, because sometimes just sitting here dust flies on it. Well, thanks again, and see you next time.